Hi Lucas, how are you today?
Hey Jackie, I'm doing pretty good. How about you?
Yeah, I'm good. Thanks for coming to today's interview.
Yeah, thanks for having me here.
I have to introduce you first and why the reason why want to choose you to be my interviewee is because you are a responsible and a reliable leader since I meet you, and you also did a lot of markable and successful events in the past years, like fundraising at the Italian Culture Center, and we volunteering at the Canada Day last year, and I know you very well. And right now, Lucas is the chair of the Mr. Gold Charitable Foundation. His personal history is he had his interview at House of Common, and right now he has his intern, and right now his intern is legal assistant for a law corporation. How Lucas arrived at their leadership position, at his leadership position, it's through volunteering and attending lots of events. And he also like to helping others and sharing his own successful experience to lots of friends and students. Okay, uh, Lucas, I have 10 questions for you today.
Hmm.
So, did you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay, let's check. The first questions is, the first questions is describe your path in life that lead you to a position of leadership.
Mm, I think you already answered this question through your introduction of me. Well, I started volunteering since I was grade eight, and I just been joining events, not necessarily Mr. Gold Charitable Foundation, but with caregivers and Project Hastings. And that inspired me to start my own nonprofit, which is the Mystical Charitable Foundation. We're dedicated to preserve and protect the untold stories of Canada's multicultural past and heritage.
Yeah, and I used to be a volunteer in your foundation.
Hmm. Yeah, I
And
remember.
and the next questions is describe a difficult time that was hard at that time, but in the end helped you from a leader.
Mm, well, when we first started the charity, I had to do, well, speeches. I wasn't very good with public speaking back then, so everything was nervous. I didn't know how exactly to tune my voice to sound like a more like a leader, right? So, especially because I was publicly introvert. I didn't like doing speeches. So, but as a leader, public speaking is necessary. It's really important for a leader to express his thoughts and the group's thought as a whole. So that was very gifting learning experience.
Yeah, and I was wondering who helped you at that time to training your speaking skills.
Yeah, I guess at that time I was working under for Parm Baines. Parm Baines is the member of parliament for Richmond Steveston. And uh, I guess public speaking is really struggles through my own experience, but Parm really helped me through like becoming a leader uh, because I basically learned all my leadership skills from him while he was in the office with the office people. And yeah.
Okay, thanks. And the next question is, who do you consider to be your support team and why?
Currently, my support team really makes up about 3 to 4 people. So I would have friends, like-minded friends, not too much, just 3 or 4 of them. And of course, I have this friend who's also doing the same thing with his charity. So what we do is that we push each other up. We do competitions. It's like almost rivalry. So that's why we continue to motivate each other for the better. Yeah.
Okay, so you choose your like peer friends or classmates to be your com to think them as your competitors, and that can support your team well.
Support. Well, we are a team,
Oh,
and as a team, we do competitions within the team, trying to encourage us ourselves to become better.
okay.
Mhm.
Thank you. And the next question is, what are your key values and how do they impact your leadership?
Uh, sorry, my key values. How do my key values? What are my key values, and how do they impact my leadership? So I believe that being a leader, you need to have a confidence and natural charisma to inspire and more to motivate your group, especially for nonprofit organizations. Most of your workers are like to be not. Uh, Most of your workers are likely to be volunteers, so they're not getting paid. They're not motivated by money, and
Yeah.
that as a leader, you need to learn how to set up a connection within them. So not to for me personally, because I learned psychology also in UBC, I, I learned that how to encourage people to work, but also more like a assertive figure once you build that connection
Mm-hmm.
to give commands to them. Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Like how you do can impact volunteers wanna help you and wanna attend next event is more important, right?
Sorry, could you repeat that? My Wi-Fi wasn't really good.
Oh yeah, sure. So you mentioned volunteers, and
Mm-hmm.
I was wondering why you take the volunteers is important. Is because when you encourage volunteers to help you and you wanted them to help you the next events, and that's why you have to keep encourage them and consider how can be a leadership that they didn't feel lots of pressure or stress during the events.
Well, that's most of it, yes. But volunteering for Mr. Gold is not so easy. I mean, I try to make it easy, but there's a lot of important roles. Because we're not like a high school kids volunteer thing where you go and you do door knocking and stuff. We actually have responsible roles that each person needs to do during the events.
Oh.
So I try not to pressure them, but
Mm-hmm.
if I do, I would make sure that it was reasonable. Of course, as a leader, you need to um, well, consider all these factors, what is going on, and look at all the things as a whole, right?
Yeah.
But when you're encouraging the volunteers and they think that the work is too hard,
Mm-hmm.
um, well, it depends on the scale, right? If it's a lot of people, I would understand that and try to tune it down. If it's just one person, uh, I wouldn't really, uh, really, like if you can't handle the
Mm-hmm.
job, that's too unfortunate. We can have someone else to fill it, right? Yeah.
Okay, great. And next questions is describe a few key people in your life who have formed or impact your leadership. But I think you mentioned before, you said current beings help you a lot. And do you have some people, any people else that helped you?
Yeah, I guess the whole community is more of a support because I do intend the dinner events, a lot of events actually, fundraise, dinner, a lot of those events. And I have I established a great relationship with the mayor, the city councilors, and other quite important
Mm-hmm.
political or economical figures. So they do inspire me to do what I'm doing, and them personally encourages me to do what I'm doing, and motivates this passion of of more like a self improvement in this
Mm-hmm.
non-profit journey. Yeah.
Yeah. And how do you discover your sweet spot to know the profession that works best for you?
Sorry. Um, so I would say that how did I discover my sweet spot at this position? It's more like a journey itself. I'm not planning to stay here any longer than whatever my life wants to take me. So I think that uh, being a leader is just an important role in my journey of life. So sorry, start with beginning that I want to make changes, and then to making changes, and to I'm just at that little part where not even in the middle. It's about I say 10%. Not even. I don't know. I have no idea. Let's just say it's 10% through my journey of life, which uh, I build my accomplishment and build my uh, the the fulfillment of life itself. It just so happened that at this position, I'm giving such acknowledgments, but I'm not planning to
Mm-hmm.
stop here. So yeah.
And how did you keep a balance between your work and family or friends?
Well, sorry. How do I keep a balance between uh, work, friends, and family? So uh, I only do three things mainly: study, gym, work. That's all. And I try to limit my time and manage my time. Very important. Time management. Absolutely I say the
What?
top 10 most important skill to have is time management. Uh, I have my courses planned out Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And Tuesday, Thursday, I would go to intern. Every single day in the morning, I will go to the gym. Very thoughtfully planned out. And of course, the rest of the time is family time. And yeah, time management, very important.
Yeah. Like management is the key points to everyone, even more important for the successful man. And please describe your leadership style with your employees or your team.
I would say my sorry, leadership style. Give me a second. As I mentioned in the past, my leadership style, I try to not pressure too much because it's volunteer work, but it's more like a skill, and quite on the both side of each. So on this side is forgiving, is understanding, and you want to right here is where you build the trust, uh, where they where they see you as a assertive figure in this charity, and slowly you begin to reasonably build your style of a. Well, of course, when it's serious events, you need to be formal, responsible, and possibly difficult to a reasonable extent, of course, on the volunteers. Yeah.
Yeah, thanks. Do you believe there's a connection between your self-awareness and leadership abilities?
Self-awareness and leadership ability. Yeah, 100%. I believe that there's a strong connection between yourself and leadership, because leadership is it all comes from individuals, you know,
Yeah,
and the charisma a person has is directly relationship with how good their leadership is. As a leader, if you um, if you walk in a room and you're the number one, you're the leader, and you walk around like heads down, like not so confident, people wouldn't
mm-hmm,
think you're a very good leader. But if
mm-hmm.
you walk in a room, you present yourself, sorry, you present yourself as confident, and you're spreading this positivity and authoritative feeling, I guess, people would respect you as a leader and, well, follow your leadership. Yeah.
Yeah. And also, I think the self-awareness is also like everyone has different self-awareness that that in fact sorry that affect their leadership abilities. I think yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
And who is a leader you admire and why? This is the last question.
I would say David Goggins is a pretty good leader. He is presenting himself as a very inspiring individual. Not a lot of people can do that, especially because inspiring is a very hard thing to do. So you're reading a script and you read like a robot. That's not very inspiring. That's not even good leadership. Like, um, but David Goggin himself, he would go on runs at 3 a.m. in the morning, and he does his motivation toward all audience, and I just think that he's a very good leader. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think a good leader is because they are capable studying and continue to grow themselves, even they are even like others think they are good enough, but they're keep they growing and renew themselves. Just like you also learn some successful leaders the website and watch their videos and renewing your self leadership skills.
Hmm. Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, and thank you for being here, Lucas. Um,
Yeah,
thanks
thanks for
for
having me here.
yeah,
Yeah,
and
sorry I'm
I
a little bit coughing today. It's pretty cold outside. Yeah.
yeah, I think yeah, I hope you take care of yourself And thanks for coming today.
Yeah, thank you. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Bye.